Hi everyone, today I want to talk to you about something that I've always considered very interesting. How do we age, and is there a solution for this? There are different theories about this topic. I'm going to mention some of them that seem to me to be the most interesting. But first of all, let me tell you what I think about aging. To me, aging is something really sad. It is a shame how this happened. I mean, the way how we will end up looking. I think that is the main drawback. I think the worst part about this, because as long as you get old, you'll have less opportunities in this life. And I mean, and aging, I think, is not about how many years you may have, or I think it's all about how you look as an old person. That's to me the main drawback in this life, because I'm pretty sure that in our brain, if you are an old man right now, I'm pretty sure that in your brain you may feel that you can do whatever you want, but unfortunately your body is no more capable, and that thing to me is something really sad. And I think it would be amazing if scientists or science they could figure out how to stop aging maybe when you are 30 years old. To me, if we can stop aging in that specific age, it would be great, because at that point, your age will be something really valuable to say, something that we can feel really proud, because if you are in your 80s or your 90s, you will have a lot of experience, and at the same time you would look like a young man. And I think that will be really amazing, because one of the most common situations that we have to deal with aging is when we are trying to apply for a new job. And because this is the question, why will the interviewer hire you if they can hire someone who is younger than you, someone who is willing to do the same job with much more energy and maybe with a low salary than you? That's the main problem. And this is only because, and I'm pretty sure that you may have enough energy, but unfortunately, you look like an old man or an old woman. And if we can stop aging, maybe I want to imagine how many amazing things we can continue watching. For instance, I want to imagine Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. They are such amazing soccer players. Just imagine, with the experience they have, if they could be able to continue playing soccer in their 80s or 90s. Just imagine the level they would have. Just imagine the games that we will able to watch. Or what about singers? How many songs they could continue writing and singing? What about the professional MMA fighters? I'm pretty sure that they have a lot of knowledge and they wanted to continue fighting. But unfortunately, that type of sport is so violent that their bodies have a lot of damage. And despite they are willing to continue practicing this discipline, their bodies are no more capable to continue. So to me, as I said, this is really sad, and it is a shame that things happens in this way. For that reason, guys, I hope one day we can figure out how to stop aging. But now, guys, it's time to tell you some theories about this. And first of all, I want to start with telomeres. Okay, our body is composed by billions of cells, around 37.2 billion. Our cells, they have to replicate every 7 or 10 years. Inside of our cells, we can find chromosomes. Our chromosomes are very important because they have genetic information. But for every division, our chromosome, they lose part of this information. So to compensate this, they have something in their ends called telomeres, but they shrink with every cell division. Our cells, throughout our life, they reaching a moment when they are not able to continue dividing, and they only have two options. The first one, apoptosis. This means that our cells are aware they are bad cells and they commit suicide. This mechanism prevents the generation of tumors. And the other option, it is known as senescent cells. Senescent cell is basically our cells, they are aware that they are not able to continue replicating, so they stop this process, and from that point we started accumulations of old cells, and this leads to aging. Now, as a curious fact, let me tell you that women have longer telomeres than men. Cancer has the ability to have infinity telomeres. That's the reason, because we have cancer can develop many bad cells that leads to tumors. And it is known that a healthy life can contribute to have more healthy telomeres or longer telomeres. And now another theory that seems to me very interesting, epigenome. Okay, when we are in embryo, we have our cells, but they don't have an identity. So the epigenome is in charge to tell our cells what kind of cells should be. And here's the situation: as long as we get old, our cells, they lose their identity. That's the reason, because we can see when we are old that we can see some spots in our skin, or we can see that we have we can see that hair start to grow in some part of our body where there was none before. So this is because our cells, they are losing their identity. And well, in 2012, a scientist called Yamanaka, he discovered 4 factors, and when you apply these factors to an old cell, he was able to reverse this cell into an embryo. And a scientist called, the professor David Sinclair, he applied 3 of these factors to reverse blindness in all mice. So this was really interesting, and he claims that he is able to apply this on any cell. But here is the situation: due to we have so many cells, we don't know how to apply this, or how to send a sign to all our cells and reverse it to a previous state. So at the moment it is almost impossible, but there is a probability. We have an opportunity, because the lunar jellyfish, this jellyfish is able to apply the Yamanaka factors. But here's the situation: if we could figure out how the jellyfish can do that, maybe one day we would be able to reverse or stop aging. So to me, this topic is really interesting, guys, and it is really hard to explain, but I try to do my best. And well, guys, I hope you find something really interesting in this video. And well, I have nothing more to say. Let me tell you more, what do you think about this? And well, and see you in the next video.